Producer-director David Fincher is attracted to stories and characters that are dark and complex. That's certainly true of Mindhunter, his new police drama series for Netflix, though the connections that led him there are pretty straightforward. Way back in 1995, Fincher directed SE7N, the ultra-spooky serial killer drama starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman as detectives on the trail of a murderer played by Kevin Spacey. Then, 4 years ago, Fincher directed the first 2 episodes of Netflix's House of Cards, starring Spacey, who, like Fincher, also served as an executive producer for the series. Having helped to make Netflix into a respected player in original TV programming, Fincher returns to the network with a new drama about the hunt for serial killers. Mindhunter begins in the late 1970s. It's adapted by Joe Penhall and based on a book with the same name by Johnny Douglas and Mark Olshaker. Douglas is a real-life FBI investigator whose actual career is dramatized by one of the 2 protagonists at the center of the TV drama. Jonathan Groff, who played Jesse on Fox's Glee, is Holden Ford, a young FBI agent with bold new ideas about how to learn from imprisoned murderers by interviewing them. Holt McCallany, who played the boxer on FX Lights Out and was also one of the boxers in Fincher's Fight Club movie, is Bill Tench, the veteran FBI instructor who thinks young Holden may be onto something. But after Holden tests his theory by visiting Edmund Kemper III, the so-called co-ed killer, in prison, their FBI boss, played by Cotter Smith, is furious and threatens to demote and even fire Holden until the veteran Bill speaks up to defend him and his approach. This new approach to solving crime was novel in the 1970s, when the term serial killer had yet to be widely used. But on television, fighting for a new way to catch killers is nothing new. Discovery Channel did it earlier this year by showing the institutional battles that had to be fought so that the Unabomber could be hunted in a new way in the mini-series Manhunt, Unabomber. Netflix's Mindhunter is the same type of story. There are crimes to be solved, but internal politics are just as big a part of the show. And for Mindhunter, an even bigger part is when the FBI agents visit prisons and sit down for intimate chats with the captured killers. The first time is when Holden visits Edmund Kemper, a soft-spoken giant of a man played with unshakable creepiness by Cameron Britton. The real-life Kemper not only killed several people in succession, but also murdered his own mother and continued to take out his rage on her corpse. Yet to Holden, this chilling killer initially comes off as deceptively average until he doesn't. Mindhunter is the story of the formation of the FBI Criminal Profiling Unit, and the mysteries are less about murder than about motive. What drives the mass murderer to commit such awful acts, and can anything be done to predict and prevent them? After events as recent as the mass shooting in Las Vegas, these questions are almost painfully topical, even though this drama is set in the 1970s. Holden, the central character, is almost entirely passive during the first 2 episodes. He's less dynamic and has less memorable lines of dialogue than his partner, his boss, his new girlfriend, a psychology graduate played by Hannah Gross, and certainly the first killer he gets to meet.